Hey guys, this is DK Spencer. So we had an unforeseeable problem with the ammo, only the black ammo. But so here's the deal: if you got any of the black ammo, if whether you got it like it's a it's a freebie or whether you bought it, make sure to check it before you shoot it. There's a really good chance that it is too big now. Here's what I found out. And this is, like I say, it only affects the dark ammo, but several days after we sized this stuff and bagged it and everything, I got some out and started shooting it and realized that it was bigger now, which was kind of crazy because we thought it was completely cured when we put it in the bags. Any other stuff would have been, but apparently the one pigment that she used is a problem. So and basically the stuff was just not curing for a really long time, and it was feeling cured but not completely cured, and allowing some expansion somehow, and basically they was like a size or two bigger basically. It's a really good chance, if you bought any of the black ammo or you got any of it, really good chance that it is actually bigger now than the intended size. So please check it, because we don't want anybody to get anything like stuck in the barrel. It wouldn't be like an Elmer Fudd moment or anything, I'm sure, but still, you don't want to have to deal with that. So so if you bought it, we will send you some new. If you just got it as a gift or whatever, just trash it. I'm sure you'll be getting more of something else that's different sometime, but definitely the people that paid for it, we're going to send you some new, whether yours is bad or good. Because if you got like I say, if you got the black ammo, chances are it's an issue. So please do not shoot it unless you check it first, and we will send you what you paid for, and you can hang on to that and do what you want to with it. If you bought like the 683, like the stuff that's good, like in that, like the small size, then it's probably good to shoot in a VKS. Still check it. But if you bought the big size, and yeah, it's not probably going to be good for much of anything. So dangest thing, easy solution. We're going to let stuff cure for over a week now, to make 100% sure before we size it and bag it. Because people have asked about like selling molds and stuff. It would be impossible for us to sell a mold and you guys make what we're making and us tell you what size it's going to be on. Like, for us to sell you a mold that makes a 685 bore matched, it would be impossible if for you to make the kind of ammo that we do with that mold, because there are so many variables involved in it to get that size, right? So your masters might be whatever size, depending on how much pressure you use in your curing, depending on the epoxy, how much shrinkage you get with the epoxy, because there's I think like a 3% shrinkage on average, but different brands are different, blah blah. So temperature, everything. So there are so many variables. So we actually have to make a bunch, and then size them. We don't plan ahead of time what size stuff's going to be. We have to make a bunch and then see what size it ends up turning out based on all those variables. And the more we're doing it, the more we're learning how to manipulate those variables. But to say all that, yeah, we might sell some molds at some point, but as it stands right now, like, we wouldn't even know what size, like, it would be complicated. Like, it really would. There's a lot more to this than we thought there was. Getting them pretty and all that's one thing. Luckily, like, balancing, with Wixon's help, we got like perfect balance. That was never ever an issue. And quite frankly, that and feeding are the two biggest issues with everybody else's shaped projectiles. They're not accurate because the ball's not balanced perfectly and they don't feed right. Well, those two things we nailed out the gate. We nailed that. But I'm telling you, there was so much more stuff that we didn't think about that you have to worry about that comes up, and it's just like, there's a lot of variables, and especially like the 3D printed, the people that 3D print ammo and stuff. I don't know much about 3D printing, but I would assume that if you're using the same filament and printing at the same temperature, whatnot, you can pretty much get the same size every time. And hopefully, once we get all, everything figured out, hopefully we will also be able to do that. But as it stands right now, there's so many doggone variables that it would be hard. It'd be really hard. So we just make hundreds and see what happens. So good times. All right, so there you go. Yeah, I talk a lot. Bye.